Welcome to the Hill Country Water Summit. 13 years. 13 years I've been a water geek at San Antonio Water System in the Water Resources Department. And it's my pleasure to be with you today to talk about our newest water supply project, Vista Ridge. SAWS is one of the largest municipally owned utilities in the nation. SAWS service area covers 933 square miles, primarily in Bexar County and portions of Atascosa, Comal, Kendall, and Medina counties. San Antonio is the 7th largest city in the United States. SAWS is likely in the top 5 utilities when considering total water and wastewater infrastructure. SAWS serves over 970,000 total customers, which includes over 526,300 water customers, over 470,800 wastewater customers, and 133 recycled water customers. SAWS has over 13,000 miles of main, which include over 7,300 water miles of main, over 5,600 wastewater miles, and 125 recycled water miles. There are numerous water resource planning challenges when bringing on a new water supply. As everyone knows, this region is growing. Population increases resulted in demand projections that far exceeded available supply. The San Antonio Light published this cartoon showing San Antonio's growth was running over the city's water supply. We cannot be in the position of stopping growth. That hinders the economy and economic development. At the time, San Antonio was solely dependent upon the Edwards Aquifer. Water supply uncertainty and increasing demand threatens the economy and economic development. Extreme weather conditions add to the challenges of water resource planning, such as a warmer, drier climate with longer and more severe droughts punctuated by infrequent yet severe flooding. SAWS has undertaken several projects to develop since the 1980s that combined would have yielded over 400,000 acre-feet of water. These were projects that would have reshaped our water future. These were all large projects we tried to do. We spent money on them, but ultimately resulted in zero yield as none of these projects were ever constructed. 2 of our projects were successfully completed. Well, sort of successfully completed. While we have been very good at planning projects, we have not always been good at implementing projects. We have recently brought online 2 water supply projects. Regional Carrizo, which consists of the Buckhorn Wellfield in western Gonzales County, which was planned to produce over 56,000 acre-feet, but the final project produces less than 12,000 acre-feet and less than 13,000 acre-feet per year with our partnership with the Schertz-Seguin Local Government Corporation. The brackish groundwater desalination project at our H2 Oaks facility was planned for 29,000 acre-feet and still can get there with future expansion. The reason a lot of these projects were not developed was not because of the engineering or even because of the finances. It was the political, legal, and regulatory atmosphere of developing new water supplies in Texas. There are numerous regulatory challenges in bringing on a new supply along with opposition. We are succeeding even with these challenges. So where is SAWS now? SAWS is nationally and internationally recognized for our water conservation programs. We have turned what was considered a waste into an asset, and now have the largest recycled water system in the nation. We have the largest groundwater-based aquifer storage and recovery facility and a state-of-the-art brackish desalination plant. SAWS service area is situated in a geologically diverse area crossing 3 major aquifers, the Edwards, Carrizo, and Trinity. This led to the development of SAWS supplies within Bexar County first. Regulatory issues, as previously discussed, led to supply diversification. SAWS has reduced its reliance on the Edwards Aquifer from 100% in 1995 to approximately 56% in 2020. SAWS will continue to reduce reliance on the Edwards Aquifer to approximately 52% by 2070 as Vista Ridge, Brackish, and the expanded local Carrizo projects come online. The information in these graphs is based on available supplies and not on demand. This takes us to our newest water supply project, Vista Ridge. Following SAWS board approval on September 29, 2014, and San Antonio City Council's approval on October 30, 2014, SAWS Chairman Berto Guerra, SAWS President and CEO Robert Puente, and city officials signed a contract with the Vista Ridge Project Company to bring a new water supply of 50,000 acre-feet per year, or 16.3 billion gallons annually to San Antonio. That is billions with a B. The agreement calls for the Vista Ridge Project Company to build and operate wells and a pipeline system and to pump groundwater from Burleson County to San Antonio for a period of 30 years. In exchange, SAWS will pay a fixed unit price for water produced and made available, plus all operating and maintenance and electrical costs. At the end of the contract term, the well field and pipeline system ownership will transfer to SAWS. A second agreement with the owner of the groundwater leases gives SAWS the right to continue producing water for an additional 30-year term. In combination, both agreements will provide over 60 years of contracted water supply. SAWS entered into a public-private partnership, or P3, in 2014, and this is the largest public-private partnership in the nation with approximately $1 billion of private sector investment. San Antonio Water System does not own, does not construct, or operate the infrastructure for the first 30 years. The project company will operate the project. In 2050, SAWS takes ownership of the assets, the debt service drops off, and SAWS pays a much smaller unit price for the water. SAWS will then start to operate the project. The 142-mile-long pipeline to bring the water to San Antonio consists of approximately 104 miles of 60-inch pipe and 39 miles of 54-inch pipe and crosses 7 counties: Burleson, Lee, Bastrop, Caldwell, Guadalupe, Comal, and Bear. The pipe is concrete with some steel. There is steel pipe near the pump stations to account for the higher pressures. The water is treated at the source to drinking water standards. There are 18 production wells in Burleson County making up the well field, 9 in the Carrizo Aquifer, which are 1,200 feet deep, and 9 in the Simsboro Aquifer, which are 2,300 feet deep. 30% of the production comes from the Carrizo, with the bulk of the production, 70%, from the Simsboro Aquifer. The photo shows one of the Simsboro 900 horsepower production wells yielding approximately 3,000 gallons per minute. There are 3 pump stations along the way. The high service pump station in Burleson County, located next to the well field, houses a 4 million gallon tank, cooling tower, disinfection equipment, and 4 large pumps. The water comes out of the well field at approximately 110 degrees Fahrenheit. The project company is contractually obligated to deliver water at no more than 83 degrees Fahrenheit. Intermediate Pump Station 1 near Elgin houses a 4 million gallon tank and 4 large pumps. Each pump is capable of delivering 17 million gallons per day. Intermediate Pump Station 2 near Seguin houses a 4 million gallon tank and 4 large pumps to keep water flowing to San Antonio. What is the price we pay? The capital and raw groundwater unit price is fixed at $1,606 per acre foot for the 30-year term. Electrical and O&M is separate and fluctuate like all variable costs. SAWS was responsible for establishing electrical power to each of the well sites and pump stations. We worked with 3 electrical providers, Guadalupe Valley Electrical Co-op, Bluebonnet Co-op, and CPS Energy. We are paying for tomorrow's water at today's price. What about the water volume? The baseline daily volume is 137 acre-feet, or 44.6 MGD. To get to the baseline daily volume, if you take 137 acre-feet times 365 days, that equals 50,000 acre-feet. However, during the summer months, which are contractually March through October, the daily max volume increases to 149.2 acre-feet, or 48.6 MGD. This provides flexibility for the operators to meet both summer demand and minimum demand days during the winter. To receive and effectively distribute the total volume of Vista Ridge water to the SAWS distribution system, the Central Water Integration Pipeline, or CWIP project, was developed. The project includes design and construction of water storage and conditioning facilities at the water delivery point, a new pump station, new sections of transmission pipeline to connect to existing pipeline and facilities, upgrades to major pump stations, new pressure-reducing valves, and automation through SAWS Supervisory Control and Data Acquisition, or SCADA system, to the over 50 facilities that will receive Vista Ridge water. SAWS Agua Vista Station is the point of delivery for the Vista Ridge water and was completed in April of 2020. It provides conditioning of the Vista Ridge water to ensure compatibility with other SAWS water supplies. 2 tall, 10 million gallon ground storage tanks that can be seen from miles away serve as bookends to the water treatment equipment needed to condition the Vista Ridge water for seamless integration throughout the SAWS water distribution system. The state-of-the-art Agua Vista station conditions over 45 million gallons of water per day. One of the challenges we faced in our central water integration was to develop a gravity line to transfer Vista Ridge water to our other facilities in central San Antonio. Contractors installed a 7-foot diameter, 4-mile tunnel through solid limestone. The tunnel to Loop 1604 is approximately 10,300 linear feet of 54-inch pipe, with 8,700 feet of that being tunneled. The tunneling was completed February 2020, and the pipeline became fully operational early July 2020. What are the regional benefits of the Vista Ridge project? With the completion of the Vista Ridge project, it's another step in the diversification of our water supplies, further reducing demand on the Edwards Aquifer and, in turn, supporting the Edwards Aquifer HCP. The goal of the Edwards Aquifer HCP, or Habitat Conservation Plan, is to ensure survival of endangered species at both Comal and San Marcos Springs through habitat restoration and spring flow protection measures. Vista Ridge is the single largest non-Edwards project reducing demand on the Edwards, resulting in higher water levels, which in turn assist in supplementing outlined spring flow protection measures benefiting all users of the aquifer. Where are we now with our diversified portfolio? SAWS water supply portfolio consists of 15 water supply projects from 9 sources. In the first 11 months of 2020, SAWS distributed a total potable water volume of 234,599 acre-feet. This does not include the 6,862 acre-feet of Edwards Aquifer water that was stored in our H2 Oaks Aquifer Storage and Recovery Facility. In addition, 35,983 acre-feet of recycled water was supplied to our customers. Of that, 28,892 acre-feet to CPS Energy and 7,091 acre-feet to the remaining customers. Our newest supply, The Vista Ridge project, from April 15th, when it came online, to November 30th, supplied 22,651 acre-feet, or 8.5% of the total water delivered. There are numerous benefits of this project to our customers and to the region. We have secured a reliable drinking water source for the next 60 years at today's price. We have the water to sustain the growth and economy of our service area. We have transferred the risk away from SAWS. SAWS does not own the water rights, nor do we own the pipeline. The risk for any regulatory cutbacks or permit reductions are on the project company, not on SAWS. With the addition of the Vista Ridge project to SAWS water supply portfolio, we have water security for generations. Thank you for inviting me to be part of the Hill Country Water Summit 2020, and we look forward to seeing you next year. Thank you very much.